In Brewer Stadium, home to the Giant Killers, the Appalachian State Mountaineers. And Boone, North Carolina has really been excited for this matchup that we have in store. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. As we'll see, the winners of 8 straight, the Georgia State Panthers, squaring off with another Sun Belt foe, the Appalachian State Mountaineers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Let's see what he can do with the return. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Mountaineers' return team didn't help matters out much with that one. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so...
Fires a bullet, now it's picked off. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
You could not script a better start if you're on defense, and great job being heads up and being aware that this offense may come out trying to be aggressive and throw on the first play. Everybody executing their assignments, and they get a takeaway right off the bat.
Does life get any better than this for an offense to start a drive with a 1st and goal? Trying to pound their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Panthers.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Bringing it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lateral.
A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4. And the Mountaineers are in the hurry-up. The secondary walks up on the line, and he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job of ball security.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Georgia State.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Akron came away with the win today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks inside InfoCision Stadium had to sweat things out for much of the second half. Could have been better, but certainly could have been worse. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Tempo and overdrive.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Trying to pick up a 1st down. Wilson will throw. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. The Mountaineers will line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Georgia State. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Well, the quarterback had the matchup he wanted. His big tight end with that wingspan working against that defender in the end zone. Man, that QB will take that matchup all day.
21, App State 0.
Here he comes with the return. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Wilson to pass. Quickly complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. And the Mountaineers want to move quickly. Trying play action. Getting some heat. Grab near the marker. It's Roberts. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. The Mountaineers are on the move.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your...
And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Takes it the other way. The 30. He's at the 10. And he's out of bounds at the 1-yard line, a mere 3 feet from a pick six.
Not only do they get the interception, but they're able to get a huge return. Remember, this team practices this all week, right? Once they get the interception, they've got guys turning their heads, and they're looking for block.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Panthers.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
The returner will field it and bring it back. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking for space. It's Roberts. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
Good blocking up front. Great job following it. He's got 6 to the 18. A 3rd and long coming up here. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And the Mountaineers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He gets a block. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knock that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. It'll be incomplete, trying to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. 3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. The back goes in motion. Looking to throw on 3rd. Deep shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmakers, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem.
App State 0.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Maybe they learned something from their opening script of plays, David, but other than that, this has been an abject disaster.
And I think they learned what not to do. I mean, this has been an abject disaster. They haven't done anything right. Offense, defense. Farmer, this one's ugly, and it's still early.
Yeah, I'd normally say, well, it's first quarter, just don't worry about it, there's time, but
Worry.
this is the worst start you possibly could have had. So they need to score a touchdown right here.
You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. Wilson will throw. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
On his way back from the 20. Good job by the coverage team, and that's how we'll end the period. That's the end of the quarter. Georgia State has the lead here. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. The give to the single back. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. To the ground with the back. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
He's got his man. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one.
Defense is about learning the plays. 3rd down, what do they like to do? How do they do it? So far, the offense having a little bit of success, but the defense now, you got to figure out what they're doing.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
This guy's been so much fun to watch all year long. Every single week, he's making defenders look silly trying to tackle him. With that last play, now over 1,000 yards rushing on the season.
Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
And there's a great example of living to play another day. QB in the pocket, nobody open, throw it out of bounds.
Looking for space, it's Stanley. Off he goes. Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Georgia State.
Georgia State.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. with 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
It is such a luxury for a defensive coordinator when you know you can get after the quarterback. This is the best team in the nation right now in getting sacks, whether they rush 4, 5, or 6. Time and time again, when they get the opponent.
And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
He's got it near midfield. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
He's got him wide open. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. The big explosive play put him right on the edge, but you got to finish the deal. Using his feet to buy time. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia State.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Got it in the middle. It's Lawson. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Mountaineers with the 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Single back formation, and they give it to him. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wilson to pass. He's got his man. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. Coming after him. They're trying to get to him. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Fires to the right. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Taking it the other way. The 40. Past the 20. And he's out of bounds at the 1-yard line, a mere 3 feet from a pick 6. About the only good thing that happened for the offense on that play, at least it wasn't a pick 6. What a return.
Yeah, that didn't look good.
Touchdown, Panthers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. It takes advantage of great field position.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse. And this offense...
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. That's caught. It's short. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Mountaineers will call on their punt team. Hauls it in, looking for space. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
The inside handoff. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great play by the defense there. And listen, they got to do more of this. Running backs obviously had a lot of success. They got to continue to stop this run game, be physical, and not let this guy beat them.
They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. The Mountaineers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half.
App State 0.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The offense set for a first down play. Wide receiver shows motion. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. And the quarterback. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them.